Hello and welcome to paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of an annual tradition of bowl season, the Hawaii Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Cal's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
To the air on second down. Hauls it in. Oh, what a move to get room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on second down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They just keep firing. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're about to exhaust their opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up here on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Hawaii's offense has the ball for the first time. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be faced.
Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Going to the run, it's Sims. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Tripped up for the tackle. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sims. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to sling it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A 1st half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
The Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the 1st half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this 2nd half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The lone back's got it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. That brings him to within 1.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Here's the handoff. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With the catch, it's King. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Just ran him over. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Takes a snap, wants to throw.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Gives it on the option.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Got to keep an eye on that clock. Under 90 seconds to play. Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Cal 24, Hawaii 16.